So as I'm sure you guys are aware, there have been a lot of police shootings lately that have been all over the news. A lot of these cases, police have been shooting people who have been unarmed. Others, police have shot people who had their backs turned, who were running away. There have been just a ton of them. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you guys know how strongly I feel against abuse of power in any form and bullying. And that's basically what it is in a nutshell. And the reason I'm making this video entitled it as I did and included Jason Blaha syndrome in there is not to make fun of him or not to make light of it, but basically just to bring awareness to something that occurs very often in people who are of the law enforcement background or military, active and ex, or people who just happen to take a liking to firearms and have that as a hobby for their own pleasure. And specifically, what I've observed is people who are around guns and who have a lot of guns or who use them for their job, they tend to allow those guns to be incorporated in their persona, in how they carry themselves, and who they are. So they really act and speak in a way that's different than they would had they not had those weapons. And in this particular case, I'm talking about Jason Blaha because I started thinking a lot about this theory that I have as a result of some comment he made on a video of his. So he made a video, he was talking pretty bad about somebody, and I normally don't comment too often on videos. I never try to criticize, I'm not really for the drama, but I did comment to him and basically said to him that, I don't think you should talk this way about other guys. It's insulting, and I don't think you'd say that to the man's face. And there are people out there who would take it personal and who would come get you because of this and come see you because of this. And his response was something along the lines of, you've never come across a bad motherfucker like me, and, you would be dead before you knew it, and this and that. And I just commented back, like, I can't believe that you would talk about guns and killing somebody over words. And then I realized, and I realized that he suffers from this mindset that has to be present in order for people to kill so easily. And what that mindset is that they really believe they've allowed this part of their ego and this part of their mind to become so developed and ingrained, and they've mixed it with their own personalities where they really believe they're this fucking tough. They really fucking believe that they're badasses. They really believe it, but they're not. They're not. And so I say this with all due respect. The guy seems like a nice enough guy, and I don't mean to insult or belittle him, but you would never fucking talk that way without your fucking guns. Never. Never. And in this particular video, he was talking about Cali Muscle. I made a comment because he was talking some prison gay rape thing about Cali Muscle, and I said, listen, I'm of that same background, and you shouldn't make jokes like that. People take it seriously. And I mentioned that part of the story because, the truth is, guys like him, you could never fucking live where the fuck I've lived. Never. Never. And if you were there, you'd never fucking talk the way you talk. The truth is, you'd be fucking sitting in a corner fucking shaking, hoping and praying that nobody in this place decides to fucking victimize you. That's the reality. So what I'm saying is people need to stop letting these fucking weapons get to their heads. Stop thinking you're fucking badasses and you're tough guys. Don't let the weapons become a part of who you are. You're not that person. Be a man of humanity. Stop being a fucking bully. To think that you're going to talk shit about somebody and then that person's going to come confront you about it and you're going to fucking shoot them and kill them? Motherfucker, you're the one who opened your mouth. And you shooting them is supposed to be acceptable? No, it's an act of fucking coward. You're a fucking punk. You're a punk. Put your fucking guns away. And I say that to him and I say that to everybody else, the cops included. Stop living like you're fucking saving people's lives and you're fucking heroes and you're better than everybody. Remember, act according to how you would act without the weapons. Take away your fucking guns. That's the way you should act, in humility. And that's why people like me, again, I come from a different background than most, I don't have those problems about acting in any certain way, about disrespecting other people, because the world I come from, you don't fucking do that. The second you cross that line and insult somebody or talk recklessly to them, there's going to be a fucking reaction. And that reaction is going to be a fight. It's going to be combat, whether with hands or with knives, whatever. It's going to go down. But people like Jason Blaha making comments and then resorting to their fucking guns to protect them, you're fucking punks. You're fucking punks. And what I'm trying to say is, don't talk shit about people and then talk about your guns, that your guns are going to fucking save you. Because that's a fucking punk move. That's a coward move. You want to talk shit about somebody? You want to insult people? Then be willing to fucking handle it one-on-one. One-on-one like a fucking man. And with honor. And when I say with honor means that the other person has a chance to win also. It has to be a fair chance for both. There has to be that possibility that they can win. Without that, you're a fucking bully. And nothing more. So again, I hope I didn't get too aggressive in this. Jason Blaha, if you see this, I want you to think about it, seriously. Think about how you and your background and your guns, I don't know anything personally about you, have affected your mindset. And I included the police shootings in this video because I really, really believe that that's the only way people can shoot people accidentally and be so loose with their fucking weapons, is that it's become ingrained in them. They really believe there's something special. Or they have such little value on human life. They have no empathy for anything. And I also happen to know that those of that background that I mentioned in the beginning, they're also trained to shoot first and ask questions later, think later. You know, that's fucking crazy. How is it that people could act in ways of honor and under other circumstances, but with cops, and you know, they're so full of fear that they have to shoot people? I don't understand. I've been around guns. I've been around people who have fucking guns. And I never shot anybody by accident. Nobody in my whole fucking world ever shot anybody by accident. Even if somebody draws the fucking weapon. If somebody draws it and points it right at you, then I could understand justifiable use of force. You shoot. But these cops shooting people for nothing because the guy moved? What the fuck is all your training for? Use non-lethal. And Jason Blaha, I hope you fucking take this the right way, man. Don't talk shit and then talk about your guns and shooting people. Because all it does is show people what a fucking punk you are. That's the fucking move of a coward. Trust me when I tell you, man. I'm not no fucking punk. But what you just did right there doesn't look good on you, man. So give it some thought. Thanks.